All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first-time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button and to stay tuned on in for everything we have to cover. Right after Shiba Inu, we're going to talk about stocks. I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys, as well as the ticker symbols I mentioned this morning over at the Discord that both went up 20% plus. This is definitely something you can become part of if you would like to. The link is down below in the description. The Discord link will go ahead and gain you access to all the opportunities that await you, and we look forward to having you join us. So Shiba Inu has actually went down, obviously, from these highs all the way down to the point where it's actually consolidated a little bit. Okay, now this Shiba Inu is not showing the whole entire chart frame here. You see here, 5 zeros to the 1, 7, 116. That has nothing to do with where this really started. This has actually gone up 23 million% year to date, like way beyond what we see here. Now, this has actually exploded really fast, Shiba Inu. Now, there's been some consolidation here, and I wouldn't be surprised if it pulls back a little bit more. But the bigger picture is what we're going to talk about. How much it would take to become a millionaire at these prices if it reaches 1 cent. And what is the time frame and what will it take for it to reach 1 cent? So Shiba Inu, I found this article and it's very interesting where it talks to you about, obviously, Ethereum co-founder, right, being the one who made a huge donation of the token and decided to burn hundreds of trillions of SHIB coin worth more than 6 billions. And now investors are seeking the next big cryptocurrency opportunity and are eager to know Shiba Inu coin's price prediction. So this is a big deal. This is a big deal that he did that. A lot of investors are not really too fond of it. And in the long term, that can actually mean this has room to go up because there's some interesting things I saw here. So the first thing is Dogecoin is backed up by Musk, right? And Musk talked about interest in owning a Shiba pup. Now, Dogecoin is not known for the image of a Shiba Inu, but instead of actually getting the pup, no pun intended, he can have a Shiba Inu coin, and that's his pup. So that made Shiba Inu run, and that's what kind of created the catalyst of this running, and then obviously the adoption of more investors becoming aware of it. Number one. Number two, it's known to be the Doge killer. So now it's almost like two dogs having a dog fight, and we're going to see who ends up gaining more traction. Now, Dogecoin is ahead of it, but Shiba Inu could get beyond ahead of Dogecoin. And we're going to talk about that in just a moment. So there's 395 trillion Shiba Inu tokens in circulation based off of May 18th, which gives it a market cap at the time of 6.8 billion. Okay. Now, as for Dogecoin, there are 129 billion tokens in circulation, which give it a market value of 64 billion. While Shiba token's supply is fixed, Dogecoin supply is unlimited. Okay, I want you to be aware of that. For now, this is what is stated. Dogecoin supply is unlimited, Shiba is fixed. That means that there's going to be a supply and demand issue at some point when there's more adoption and there's less in circulation. So think about that. Now, Shiba Inu has outperformed every single type of coin you can think of in the last several months and just year to date. Okay. Now, this is very interesting because right now Shiba Inu and Robinhood has discussed trying to add it. And then there's a petition of advocates that want Shiba Inu added on to Robinhood. So that's going to be a big deal, making it more accessible. And the adoption will continue of more investors looking at it as the next Dogecoin or meme coin that's worth watching or taking a shot at. Now, it got added to other locations, but the big effect that this needs to actually bring itself up to even newer highs and soar even higher is the Coinbase effect, which just means that usually coins that get added to Coinbase soar because it's one of the largest crypto exchanges in the US altcoin market. So now the other thing too is the predictions here, right? And I like how they set this up. They said that by the end of the year, it would be at 0.04s and then 22. So 4 zeros ahead of the number instead of 5 like we see currently, and it's 8. It would be 4 zeros, 22, which implies at the time of this writing 30% upside. I think it's a little bit more now. And it also sees it reaching in 5 years 4 zeros in front, 4.8, which suggested a 180% upside at the time of this writing. So there's probably more room than that now, currently where it sits. Now, the forecast towards the end of the year is pretty close, right? Instead of 22, 25, 4 zeros, 25, and that is a suggestion of 45% gain. It forecasts the altcoin hitting 0.4 zeros, 33 by 2022, and continuing to rise to 4 zeros in front, 5.9 in 2025, which implies a 245% upside. Now, I think there's a lot more room from where we're sitting now to that point. I think it's a lot more than 245%, because remember, this was at the time of this writing. And what would it take to get to the 1 cent? Well, Doge coins right now are hoping for the $1 price milestone, which 1 cent was once a milestone, and they did it. Why can't the Shiba Inu following and adoption not do it, right? Especially who created it and how it's formed, right? Now, while Shiba Coin community wants to see the altcoin's price hit 1 cent, at the current price, Shiba would need to gain 60,000% to reach the desired 0.01 price. Now, the coin has gained about 1,000% in the past month, and if it maintains that monthly momentum, it would need 3 years to get there. Shiba could reach the 1 cent price milestone around 2024. Now, this is just a prediction. This is not confirmed. This is just going based off of how it's been acting and needs to maintain that 1,000% growth month over month. So I'm not sure if that's going to even be possible, because when you look at it, by 2025, which is literally 4 years from now, it is actually stating that it will hit 245%. So this is just overextending it to a whole nother exaggeration. It might take longer. It could take that same amount of time. It could take less. But the price prediction right now at the 1,000% raising month over month, it would be 2024. We'll have to see what happens, or if it actually raises up, 1,000% for every month that was missed. Like, let's say it goes 2 months without rising and it raises up 2,000%, and then it just keeps on going up and up and up. It could happen by 2024. We'll have to see. But that right now is pretty bullish and a little too soon to tell. Now, what Shiba has going for it is the adoption on different platforms. We'll have to see if it gets added to Robinhood, Coinbase, also the competition of Shiba, and also Dogecoin, and the fact that, no pun intended, Elon Musk tweeted about getting a Shiba pup, and this could be his Shiba pup. We'll have to see what happens. We'll know if things are moving forward. A lot of people have already become millionaires from Shiba Inu, which is pretty interesting and impressive, and very risky in my opinion. But what would it take right now at the price that it is to make you a millionaire if you catch it now and you ride it for the next several years, or whatever it takes to reach 1 cent? So let's pull up a calculator. So currently right now, for every $100, right, if you divide it by 0.00008, you would get a total amount of 12,500,000 coins, right? So if you go ahead and multiply that by 0.01, you would end up with 125,000 for every 100 that you put in. So for every 100 that you put in, if you were to multiply this by 8, you would get 1 million. So you would have to invest at the current levels $800 and hold until it turns 1 cent to receive millionaire status from Shiba Inu. Now, is this confirmed? Is this really going to happen? It's not known. It's not confirmed. And this is something that is very risky. This is beyond stock market, beyond stocks, right? This is crypto, decentralized, and you can't put in more than you're willing to lose. Now, the way I have adopted and position myself to start thinking on how I'm going to handle crypto, because I'm still studying it, I'm still learning about it, is I'm going to nibble into it over time. I'm not just going to put my full position. So if I'm trying to aim to get 1 million, instead of buying $800 of Shiba Inu right now, I'll buy $80. And then I'll buy another $80, depending on how low it keeps going. And then once I have my full built position that I feel comfortable in, I'll go ahead and hold and see where it takes me. Now, if it doesn't reach 1 million, right, instead of catching it at 1 million, for it to catch, let's just say instead 0.001, let's go ahead and see here, 100, right, divided by the total price right now, where it currently sits, we got 5 zeros, and then it gives us our 12.5 million, and it doesn't reach 1 cent. It reaches 0.001, which is actually going up. If it reaches the fourth zero, it would be 2 zeros away, which is, I mean, we've seen it move 2 zeros pretty fast, but I'm not saying that could happen faster, but just something to look at. It would give me $12,500 for every 100 that I put in. So if I want to try to reach 125,000, I would have to invest $1,000 to get that amount, because for every 100, right, I'm getting 12,500 if it reaches 0.001. And you could see the difference there of just moving one more zero away and eliminating it, how this can take itself from that point all the way up to $1 million. So very interesting, something to think about, something to be aware of and do more research on, due diligence. And yeah, I mean, these coins are changing lives. Why can't it change yours? But this is not something that you go in all heavy and expect it to give you the 1 million or the 100,000 or anything like that. This is something you start preparing yourself going into, no rush. And then if things start to escalate in the sense of more adoption, more investors become aware of it, it's going to be a big deal. And one of the biggest things that stood out to me here in this whole entire thing is how it's outperformed the others, and also what it would take for it to join Coinbase, and the fact, right, that this is a little bit different than Dogecoin, because Dogecoin is not fixed, it's unlimited, and also Shiba Inu is fixed. That makes the supply and demand very interesting, and Dogecoin supply and demand is unlimited. Remember, what makes Bitcoin go higher is the fact that every halving, there's less Bitcoin. So if this is fixed, there's going to be a point where all of the demand is going to be very high and the supply is going to be a little lower. But Dogecoin, it's unlimited. Something to think about. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. And let's talk about these stocks we mentioned this morning. So the ticker symbol I have for you guys today is one that I've mentioned before on the Patreon as well as here on the YouTube channel towards the second half of the videos. And we're going to look at the chart together in just a moment to see how the opportunity is presenting itself. But it's definitely one you want to have on your watch list if you don't have it already. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the ticker symbols I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if it's something that interests you, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description, and we look forward to having you join us. Now, by joining, you'll gain access to all the opportunities that await you. So we talked about TELL, LAIX, SOS, and DOGZ. Now, DOGZ gave us 10% right off the bell. It jumped up pretty fast, and then it started to fall. Picked up some steam again, giving a second opportunity of 5 to 10%. But this was very volatile and moving really fast. SOS collapsed, and I'm not a big fan of hype stocks, but I wanted to watch it with caution because it was the highest one with volume that morning. It collapsed and it bounced back, but it didn't give much. It was about between 5 to 8% so far. Now, LAIX and TELL were our home runs of the day. We caught TELL at $4 and LAIX at $174. Now, where I see these stocks or start watching them or where they're currently sitting has nothing to do with where to enter or exit. It's just when I started watching it, but it is an indicator to watch and see where it's going. Now, LAIX, we caught it at 174 in the pre-market. It fell down a little bit, hitting lows here of 175, 176, and it hit a high here of 224 within just minutes, guys, giving us 20% plus opportunity in just minutes of the day. Just 30 minutes, that's all it took. This had very low volume. We caught it at 500,000 in volume, and for the day so far, it has 14 million in volume, guys. And the average volume is 1 million. So that tells you everything, guys. This was phenomenal. It's all about execution and timing. Now, the second one was TELL, right? TELL. We caught it at $4. And this is a stock that actually took a little bit of a different approach. You couldn't just jump into it that fast like we saw LAIX do. Now, this is a stock that collapsed after $4. And it hit lows here of 358 and then hit a high here of 413. So that gave us a 15 to 20% opportunity. And I stated it. I will watch for inflow to continue going up or if weakness is presented in the charts. And weakness did present itself. This is where patience, dedication, discipline comes into play, and execution and timing is everything. So we had two great ones today, 2 home runs. And if this is something that interests you, like I stated, the link is down below in the description, and we look forward to having you join us. But what's the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list now? Well, it is PaySafe. Okay, I don't know if you guys have heard of it before, but PaySafe is in a position where it's been falling, certainly today and for the last several days, right? We've seen this one pulling downwards after hitting a high here of 1269. It's just been falling, and the most recent low was 1009. So the closer this gets to $10, the more interesting. And in this weakness, I'd be watching it going towards the end of this week, maybe even going towards the beginning of next week to see what's going on. But this stock is definitely an opportunity in the long run if you do your research, you do your due diligence, and understand what sector it is in. And by knowing this information, you will be better equipped to understand and make a rational decision yourself. This is not financial advice. I'm just here to share with you guys and enlighten you guys opportunities that are presenting themselves in the market. And this is definitely a stock that you definitely want to do more research on and due diligence to understand moving forward how big of an opportunity this is and where it sits. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.